Hi guys, just thought I'd do a quick video and a fight prediction for tomorrow's fight between Errol Spence Jr and Tim Tszyu. To be honest, I wasn't going to do a fight prediction video because we've heard from just about every man and his dog as to how they think this fight will pan out. And I've got to say, when you listen to most fight predictions, no matter what fight it is, if we really are genuine about it, people are giving their opinion as to who they want to win as opposed to who they really think they will win. But for tomorrow's fight, it is very much seen as a 50-50 fight because we don't know what versions of both fighters are going to enter the ring. If I go with my heart, then I really do want Tim Tszyu to win and would love to see him gain an emphatic victory. But if I'm going to go with my head and my gut feeling, it is definitely with Errol Spence. And that's where I'm going to make my prediction. I can see the fight starting with Tim Tszyu having some good success, applying the strategies and techniques that he would have trained with Jeff Fenech with. And I can see him having early success. Spence will use the first few rounds just to feel himself out, to get his rhythm back. He has been 3 years out of the ring. So I can see Tszyu having some successful times, landing some good shots. But I think as the fight goes on, you'll find Errol Spence will start finding his mark more and more. He has that pressure jab, and he works off that to set up different combinations. One thing with Errol Spence, in watching some fights, several fights of his in the lead up to this, you really have to say that he doesn't do anything outstanding. He's a very it's going to sound bad, but he's a very basic-looking fighter. But the fact is that, he won 3 different belts of world titles that used to be undisputed. Now they just call it unified. But he's gained those, level of victories, and he's done what he's done in the ring. So he obviously is not basic. He has heavy hands. He does all the basic things correctly. Like I said, works behind that stiff, strong jab, set up his combinations. His defense is pretty solid, obviously. And I think that all those things are going to come into play. The other thing that's going to come into play big time is Tim Tszyu's punch resistance. Now, back before he had the first fight with Fundora, he was outstanding prospect. He had the world at his feet, and everyone thought he was going to not only take over the division but world boxing, Tim Tszyu, and he looked like that. But after the bag cut in the first Fundora fight, then being dropped multiple times against Buckram, then the rematch against Fundora being dropped and then just battered in that fight, it's made him age 10 years as a fighter. That air's been taken out of the balloon, and he's got so much wear and tear on him that I just can't see him taking continuous solid shots from Errol Spence and lasting even the 12 rounds. My prediction is that Errol Spence will stop him around 9 or the 10th round, and I think it might actually be Jeff Fenech that will pull the pin. One very good thing about Jeff Fenech is he'll protect his fighters, and I think once he's seen enough and he can see no clear paths to victory other than just a single shot, I think that, Jeff Fenech will protect his fighter and call it at that time. So my prediction is Errol Spence will win by stoppage around the 9th or 10th round. That's after Tim Tszyu has some early success, but then Errol Spence takes over with just the basic game plan he has, those extremely solid fundamentals, that stiff jab, the combinations, the heavy hands he has, and will stop Tim Tszyu late. I hate to say it because my heart wants Tim Tszyu to win, and I would love to be proved wrong, but my head and my gut feeling is the Errol Spence stoppage. Okay, thanks, guys. Please subscribe to the channel. I've got different things that I've been working on and I've just uploaded, and I'll continue to do that, and so I really appreciate if people subscribe. If you love boxing as much as I do, it's just a way to talk about it, just like I would in everyday activities in the gym and elsewhere. Okay, thanks, guys.